I met my old workplace bully whilst he was on a date, so I was out with friends at this fancy Italian place downtown last weekend when I spotted him. Travis from my old accounting firm where I worked 3 years ago. This guy made my life hell for 8 months straight before I finally quit. He was sitting 2 tables away with some blonde girl who looked way too good for him. She was dressed nice, laughing at his jokes, totally buying whatever act he was putting on. I almost choked on my pasta when I realized what was happening. Travis used to do this thing where he would steal my lunch from the office fridge every single day. Not just take a bite or whatever, but literally eat the entire thing. When I confronted him about it, he would act all confused, like he had no idea what I was talking about. Then he started spreading rumors that I was the one stealing other people's food. Classic Travis move. The worst part was when he got me in trouble with our boss, Janet, by telling her I was coming in late every morning. I was actually getting there 15 minutes early every day, but he convinced her I was showing up at like 10:30. Janet called me into her office and gave me this whole lecture about punctuality and professionalism while Travis sat there smirking. But here I am 3 years later watching this loser try to impress some poor girl who has no idea what kind of person she's dealing with. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I walked over to their table. "Hey, Travis," I said real loud so everyone around could hear. "Remember me from Morrison and Associates?" The girl looked confused and Travis went white as a sheet. "Oh, this is awkward," I continued. "Are you telling her about how you used to steal coworkers' lunches and lie to management about other employees? Because that would be such a fun first date story." The girl immediately started asking questions like, "What are you talking about?" And Travis was stammering, trying to explain. I could see other people at nearby tables starting to listen in because my voice was carrying pretty well in that restaurant. Travis tried to play it off like I was some crazy ex-employee who held grudges, but I had receipts. I pulled out my phone and showed the girl screenshots of texts between me and other coworkers talking about Travis and his lunch-stealing habit. I even had a photo of him eating my sandwich that my desk neighbor took as evidence back in the day. The girl got this disgusted look on her face and started gathering her purse. She stood up and said, "I think I need to leave," and walked straight out of the restaurant. Travis just sat there with his mouth hanging open, staring at his abandoned plate of chicken parmigiana. I went back to my table where my friends were dying laughing. They had watched the whole thing go down and couldn't believe I actually did it. My friend Casey was like, "That was the most savage thing I have ever witnessed in public." Travis ended up leaving about 5 minutes later without even finishing his food. He threw some cash on the table and basically ran out of there.